Today we're going to learn about interest. Has any of you ever heard your parents talking about interest?
No.
Some of us. Tell me what you think it might be. Anyone?
Isn't it like when you put money somewhere and then you gain money?
It can be. No, but you're kind of close, but no. You're going to have to speak louder. Yes. Interest is, you can either make interest or you can pay interest. So, a lot of times people want to buy something that's very expensive and they don't have the money for it, like a new car. Yes? New cars are really expensive. They're $40,000 to, let's just say, $80,000. And most people don't have that kind of money just sitting in the bank. So they go to the bank and they ask for a loan. Why would the bank want to loan someone money?
They get more money back.
So that they can make money off of you. So what they do is they charge a fee called interest. Interest is a fee. Now, if you invest your money, you can make interest back. So it goes both ways, okay? So let's talk about it. What is interest? Interest is a fee paid by a borrower. Interest is the price you pay to borrow money, or the cost you charge to lend someone money. It is most often reflected as a percentage. Today we're going to learn about what's called simple interest. Simple interest earns interest on what's called the principal only, and I'm going to tell y'all what principal means. The principal is not the boss of our school. When we're talking about loans and interest, the principal is how much money you borrowed or how much money you invested, the original amount that you're starting with. Okay? So simple interest earns interest on the principal only, the amount you borrowed, over time. All right, so here we go. This is your formula you're going to use today. In order to use this formula, you need to understand what each part of it means, and you need to know what this means. Does anybody know when variables are stuck next to each other without a sign, like add, subtract, divide, or multiply, what does it mean to do? Like, what does this mean, PRT?
Algebra.
Multiply. It means to multiply. So we're going to do P times R times T. But we need to know what each part of that means. All right, what do y'all think the I means?
Interest.
Interest. So this formula solves for the interest. What do y'all think the P means? Because I already mentioned it.
Principal.
The principal, which is the amount you started with, borrowed, whatever, invested. It's your original amount. Now the R is the rate. It is the rate. It's going to be given to you as a percent that you are going to change to a decimal. Do we ever use percents when we're dealing with them? We change them to a decimal. All right, does anybody think they know what the T means? It's the time. Now here's the big one with time. It must be given in years. So to find the interest, we're going to multiply the principal times the rate times the time. Question. Does it matter what order you multiply in? Does it matter what order you multiply in? No. 2 times 3 times 4 is the same as 4 times 3 times 2. Yes? You can switch the order up. It doesn't matter. So whatever makes life easy for you, do it in that order. Okay? Now, the simple interest formula only finds the interest. It doesn't find the total you're going to owe. It only finds the fee you're going to owe. So what if I want the total? You just got to add it back together. You're going to find the total, you simply add the principal and the interest. All right, so again, I'm going to say it again. To find the interest, we're going to multiply P times R times T. That's it. If I want the total, I take my answer and add it back to what I borrowed. Here we go. Number 1. David made a $500 deposit into a savings account for 10 years. The account has an 8% simple interest rate. So is he paying the interest or does he get to keep it? Yeah, he put it in a savings account and the bank's going to give him interest for his money. All right, here we go. This is one of my numbers. This is one of my numbers. This is one of my numbers. To do this formula, I need a P, an R, and a T. What is the starting amount, the principal?
500.
500. What is the R, the rate?
8%.
But I don't write it as a percent.
0.08.
I need to change it to a decimal by moving the decimal place 2 places to the left. So 1, 2, it becomes 0.08. How much time is he keeping this money in this bank? So now all I have to do is multiply those 3 numbers. Now, personally, this is my opinion. I would multiply the numbers without the decimals first and then multiply the decimal because I feel like that makes it easier. But does it matter what order I go in? No, I would do this times this and then take my answer and multiply by 0.08. All right, 5,000 times 10. Guys, what happens anytime you multiply by 10? You move the decimal 1 place to the... Guys, we're multiplying, not dividing. To the right. So 500 is going to become 5,000 times 0.08. So I have 0, 0, 0, and 8 times 5 is 40. How many decimal places do you see? 2. Now, what did we just solve for? The interest. So he made $400 in interest. How much does he have total in his account now? What did you do to get that? You take your principal, your $500, and add the interest back to it, which is $900. Questions or comments? Anyone? All right, number 2. Cain took out a 2-year loan. I saw the time for $1,200 to buy a laptop. The account has a 4% interest rate. I need a P, an R, and a T. How much money is Cain borrowing? $1,200, $1,200. What is the rate to borrow the money?
4%.
But I need to change it to a, what is it as a decimal? 0.04. What is the time? 2. Okay, which 2 of those do y'all think would be easiest to multiply first?
Just 1,200 times 2.
I agree. This times this. So I would do 1,200 times 2. I am not done. I did the P times the T. Now I need to multiply by the R. So I have 1,200. Oh, not 1,200. I have 2,400 times 0.04. So I have 0, 0, 4 times 4 is 16, carry the 1. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 is 9. How many decimal places do you see?
2.
So how much interest is he going to have to pay on this loan? $96. How much is he going to have to pay back total? What did you do? You add the amount he borrowed plus the interest, and that gives you $1,296. Number 3, Cameron is going to invest $4,000, so I see the P, into an account that pays 6% simple interest. I see the R. How much interest will he have earned at the end of 5 years? I see the T. Let's write them down. The P was 4,000. The R changed to a decimal is 0.06. The T is 5. Which two numbers do you think would be easier to multiply first?
4,000.
4,000 times 5. 4,000 times 5 would be 0, 0, 0. And 5 times 4 is 20. 20,000. I also need to multiply that by the rate, which is 0.06. So 20,000 times 0.06. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 zeros. 6 times 0 across 4 times, and 6 times 2 is 12. How many decimal places are there? 2. So how much interest was paid or earned?
1,200.
Now read the question. How much interest will he have earned? Did I answer the question with that number?
Yes.
$1,200 in interest. Do I have to go find the total? It didn't ask for it, so that would be my answer. Let's do one more. Number 4. Deontay is taking out a 72-month loan. That's the time. For $7,500, that's the principal. And the loan has a 5% interest rate. Now stop. Who can tell me the problem with this?
It's not in years.
Time must be in years. So what do I do to turn 72 months?
By 12.
Divided by 12. So I need a P.
6.
My P is 7,500. I need an R. My rate changed to a decimal. What's 5% as a decimal? 0.05. And I need a T, a time.
6 years.
6 years. If you put 72 in, your whole problem is going to be wrong because it thinks you're doing 72 years. Got it? So just divide by 12. All right. I would multiply these two together first. So 7,500 times 6. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 0 is 0. 6 times 5 is 30. Carry the 3.
42.
6 times 7 is 42. Plus 3 is 45. I'm going to take that number, the 45,000, and multiply it by the 0.05. The 3 zeros. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 4 is 20. Plus 2 is 22. How many decimal places do you see? 2. Now, what does this number represent?
It says that's
But what does this represent?
interest.
This is the
Interest.
interest that we're going to pay to borrow that money. The question says, how much will Deontay pay in total? So what am I going to do with those two numbers? Add. Add what? This plus 7,500, the principal, plus 7,500. So that's 0,579. He's going to owe $9,750 total. On the assignment, we are going to do front and back evens. Or you can just use this one. So you're going to do the evens. What does that mean? The numbers that end in multiples of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yes? All right. On the back, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to do the evens. But they're not numbered. So if you need to number them to know which ones to do, this is number 1, this is 2, this is 3, and so forth. If you do the odds, it'll be extra credit. Got it? All right. Make sure you're reading the question. Is it asking for the interest or is it asking for the total? Because on the front, all it's asking for is the interest, the I.
Oh.